Alright, welcome back everyone. I just woke up and thought to myself, wow, it seems like a great time to look at Neverwinter memes. So, that's what we're doing today. Don't ask me why I thought this was a good idea, because I have no answer for that. So basically, all I did was just Google Neverwinter memes, and we're gonna take a look at some of them, because I think some of them are actually pretty entertaining. I didn't think I was gonna find anything, but then I did. The first one that caught my eye is this one here. So I'm playing this new MMO called Neverwinter, and in the background you have snow everywhere. Everybody that I've told about this game has been like, oh, so there's no winter in it, and then they get to the part with snow, any of the zones with snow, and they're like, you lied to me. Alright, this next one, this is a good one. Enters burning building, uses fireplace to heal. I mean, that's pretty much an exact... That is what Neverwinter is. You go places and you... It doesn't make sense, okay? Doesn't make sense. Alright, now, this one is actually pretty relevant still. I don't know when this was actually made, but one does not simply kill an Oathbound Paladin in Neverwinter PvP. Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. This is a really old meme format, so I'm guessing it was made at least like 3 or 4 years ago. Wait, when did Paladin come out? Timeout. Okay, Paladin was released in Mod 6, 2015. Okay, so I was actually kind of right about the 4 years thing. Alright, I'm not that dumb. This is another old meme format. Choosing need on an item I needed in a dungeon, won it with a dice roll of 1. I've actually done that before, but I think that's because everybody else in the group passed, so the game was just like, you know what, I guess you could have it, although rolling a 1 took a lot of effort. This is actually a pretty recent one. I'm kind of surprised people are actually making memes for it, considering the general average age of the people who play this game, but what other classes do when HDPS-TR is looking for group after Mod 15? Laugh, because their DPS was not very good in Mod 15. Yeah, that's a good one. I gotta give you that. Alright, this is very obviously from Catterday back in 2013. I think I'm getting my years right. Somebody exploits the auction house in Neverwinter and everyone loses their minds. Alright, this isn't a meme. It's actually a thumbnail for a video on YouTube, I guess. I don't know who made it. But it just caught my eye, okay? And I'm really confused. Like, what even is that? Is that like my soul projected onto the screen? Because if it is, then I feel exposed. Okay, so this is how it feels when the DC gets aggro. I don't know exactly how accurate it is nowadays, but just the idea of it is good. Like, if the DC gets aggro, it's like, run away! Really, that's how I think I feel on every healer, except maybe Paladin. But, in the Arcturia fight, I feel like that on Paladin too, whenever people kill or don't kill the mimics, so there's like all these mobs, and then for some reason they just aggro to me, and then I'm just kiting them around the arena, and then we wipe. That's how it goes. Okay, moving on. Doing my dailies in hopes I can reduce my spouse aggro by 15% and earn a bonus dungeon raid. Alright, I mean... I'm thinking this is in Mod 6 also, because of the dungeons only being available at certain times or something like that. Man, I wish I actually played in Mod 6. Not because I think it was a good time in Neverwinter, but just because I think I missed so much important history that I should have experienced. Okay, just keep grinding, just keep grinding. Yeah, that's what Neverwinter is, everyone. That's actually pretty good. Okay, this used to be what the chat looks like. Well, it still looks like that, but less so now that there's not a BHE in the Mod 16 Underbound zones. But basically the chat's just like, invite BHE, invite BHE. And this reminds me of the mine. Dude, I think this is from the same movie. That might be wrong, and I just made myself look like an idiot. But you know, I don't really care. What year was this made? I've noticed, though, in games like Neverwinter, I run into a lot of very polite and helpful people. I mean, there are people like that, but it's not the ones that you generally, like, just run into on the street or anything. Okay, I like this one. Neverwinter is patching again, and then he dies. The patching server for Neverwinter is pretty bad. So this is like perfect. And I used to feel like that when I had my terrible internet. Like I used to have 0.9 download and 0.3 upload, so that's pretty terrible, but at least I don't have to worry about that now, but I dealt with that for several years. And I felt like this when I tried to download anything, not just patching Neverwinter, but patching Neverwinter in particular was just an overnight experience, basically. Especially because it stalled all the time. Like, it doesn't stall for me anymore now that I actually have good internet, but when I had bad internet, it stalled constantly. Alright, we actually get a gift for this one. Neverwinter horse physics. I guess you can't see that, but that's what it says. And there you have a horse running up the side of whatever that is, like a pile of boxes or something like that. Oh, I can't zoom in any further. This is during the summer festival, on the summer festival map, and it was obviously prior, well, just by looking at it, I'm trying to see what mod it would be. It has an artifact, so it's not super old. What's the chat say? I see the words American capitalism in the chat, so it still applies today. That's what people talk about in the Enclave. Alright, here's another horse-related thing. I didn't know this was actually a problem with horses, and I don't really get this one very much, but when you have to play hide-and-seek with your horse but he wants to hide in a tree. But isn't he riding his horse? And that's like a companion or something. I mean, I do that with my horses all the time, or my mounts. I try to get in like really weird spots where I get stuck, just because it's entertaining. But I've never actually tried to climb a tree with my horse. Maybe I should try that. Okay. Alright, Cryptic proudly presents the best feature that was highly needed, sitting. Honestly, whenever I see stuff that I can't sit on, I just get disappointed. It's like soul-crushing almost. Like, all I wanted to do was sit in this chair, and I'm not even allowed. But they did say before that they have to individually, like, make each chair ready for sitting. And it's annoying. But, like, I just want to sit. The next step in this, progression is letting us lay down on couches and sleep. Nap. Take a nap. We need a napping emote that lets you lay down on any chair bigger than 1 seat wide. We need a Macarena emote because that's just going to be the best emote in the world. And I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Okay, and to end the day of Neverwinter meme exploration, we have this glorious one here. Me, my power and critical strike are increased by 3%. Also me. You ugly though. Yep, that is... That's like... Dragonborns aren't ugly, but they're not human. I mean, obviously, but they just look worse. You know, I just really contradicted myself in that sentence, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't say that, because I like the way that Dragonborns look. At least male ones. Female ones just look weird to me. And I don't know why that is. They just don't seem as normal as male Dragonborns. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you were at least mildly entertained. I mean, I was pretty entertained because I wasn't expecting to find anything actually amusing when I was doing this, but if you liked, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and all that jazz, and I will see you next time. Bye. You thought it was the end of the video? Well, I have news for you! It's commercial time! If you've ever wanted to support me, or you just like my videos and want to help out a little bit, there's this thing called YouTube memberships that you can become a member of. To do that, you just click the join button on my channel page and it lists everything that you get along with the price for becoming a member. It costs $4.99 a month and you get access to all these amazing emotes. There are currently 5 of them. I got them customly drawn by an artist whose name is Lena, and I'll put her Twitter or her Facebook or whatever on the screen right over there to the left, maybe. But they're really awesome. 2 of them are actually drawn after my cleric, if you can't tell. So I thought that was really cool. But anyway, you get to use those in my chat whenever I live stream, which is every Sunday, except for this next upcoming Sunday, because I'll probably just be living at work that Sunday. But other than that, every Sunday I'll be live streaming. You also get a badge next to your name in whenever you make a comment, and the color of it depends on how long you've been a member, basically. So when you start off, you get this silver badge because, you know, it makes sense that the starting tier would be silver because, you know, my name is silver, but Okay, and on top of that, you also get some exclusive members-only posts in the community tab. Some of you might be familiar with that tab already. It's where I do my polls and general announcements and stuff like that. And so far, I've only done a couple of posts there for members only, but you get the point. There might also be pictures of my cats there too. I mean, I only have one cat. I wish I had more. And lastly, I've now recently added that you get a special role in my Discord, and if you haven't joined my Discord, you can do so with the link in the description. You should totally join because it's a party in there sometimes, and parties are fun, especially if there is cake, but cake is hard to make, but like, you know, okay. So thanks for listening to my commercial if you're still here, and if you don't feel like joining, that's completely fine. I'm not going to hate you or whatever, but I just wanted to make you all aware of it because there's a lot of people who don't know that this feature even exists. So yeah, okay, bye.